Good morning, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan. Let's begin with the top stories this hour. Health condition of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli gradually improving, says he will return to work at the earliest. Government delays in reviewing laws that are dispute with the Constitution. Formulation of all essential laws through parliamentary procedure doubtful. US President Donald Trump vows to end birthright citizenship with a week to go before critical midterm elections. And two matches slated at the Pokhara Premier League today. Chitwan Rhinos take on Dhangadi Blues, Biratnagar Titans pitted against Budwal Blasters. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said that his health condition was gradually improving and he would return to work at the earliest. Issuing a statement yesterday afternoon, Prime Minister Oli also requested not to spread baseless rumors about his health. One of the doctors attending the treatment, Arun Saimi, said that the Premier's infection in the chest along with blood glucose level and cough were getting back to normal. After having breakfast, the Prime Minister also had a brief chat with some of his visitors yesterday. Premier Oli was admitted to Manmohan Cardiovascular and Transplant Center in Maharajganj Teaching Hospital as he developed respiratory problems. The hospital has, however, limited the Premier's meetings with visitors. Doctors have stated that the Prime Minister needs a few more days of hospital care for full recovery. The laws in dispute with the Constitution should be revised within a year of the first meeting of the Federal Parliament as per the existing constitutional provision. As many as 339 disputed laws are required to be reviewed by March 2019. However, neither the government appears committed towards formulating laws through parliamentary process, nor is there adequate time left for it. The winter session of the Parliament is yet to kick off despite the conclusion of the budget session. The priority-based registration of laws for the next parliamentary session is also yet to be started. The provincial and local governments have failed to expedite their activities due to the central government's failure in formulating essential laws. Further delay in this regard would yet again mean shying away from the parliamentary procedure and enacting laws in haste like in previous occasions. Law Minister Bhanubhakta Dhakal's pledge to formulate the laws within the deadline at any cost indicates the very scenario. The laws relating to fundamental rights were also endorsed in a rush. The continuation of the trend of enacting laws all at once in such a way would eventually render the parliamentary procedure meaningless, the procedure that is aimed at facilitating detailed and comprehensive deliberation before the enaction of all essential laws. Both the provincial and local governments complain of restricted jurisdiction due to the lack of umbrella provisions that were supposed to guide the way forward. This is likely to have an adverse effect on the overall development and service delivery in the long run. And we'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Foreign direct investment in the country has significantly declined at a time when the government has been putting forth flamboyant promises of prosperity and development. The government has repeatedly requested for foreign commercial investment, citing that the nation's development is not possible by the mere domestic capital. The investors, however, still appear apprehensive in making investment in the country. An agreement was forged between the Nepal-Korea Chamber of Commerce and Korea Small and Medium Business Corporation to facilitate the industries of both the countries in investment in either country. The domestic entrepreneurs are hopeful that the agreement would pave way for increased Korean investment in Nepal. The foreign investors, however, still do not appear excited in making investment in the country against what was anticipated, at least going by the government's statistics. After the formation of the two-third majority government, the people were expecting a significant increase in foreign investment. The foreign investment, however, has remained dismal. According to Nepal Rashtra Bank's statistics, only 120 million rupees of investment entered the country in the first 2 months of the current fiscal year. The amount was 510 million rupees in the last fiscal year. Some of the foreign investment, nonetheless, are of the view that the Nepal still has a lot of potential in terms of investment in tourism and hydropower sectors. The government thus needs to seriously contemplate and assess the real reasons behind the decline in foreign investment, despite the country having lots of positive prospects in this respect. One person was shot to death yesterday in Ramnagar village municipality 4 of Sarlai district when a clash broke out. According to the police, 55-year-old Rambilas Mahato, the uncle of ward chairman Ram Naresh Mahato, was shot to death during a clash between the cadres of Nepali Congress and Nepal Communist Party. 7 others were injured in the incident. According to eyewitness, shots were fired after some locals started heated political discussions regarding construction works. The relatives of the deceased have accused the cadres of Nepal Communist Party of firing the shot that killed Rambilas Mahato, but the police are not yet sure who fired the shot. Nepali Congress has accused the cadres of Nepal Communist Party of also vandalizing over 24 houses in Ramnagar village municipality. SP Posh Raj Pokhral has informed that police have been deployed at the tense area to take control of the situation. And we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for another short break. The government and its associate organizations used to facilitate the public with concession in the price of daily consumable like sugar, among others, during festivals like Dasai and Tihar. The very authorities have stopped the practice in recent times, which has compelled the public to pay exorbitant prices for daily essentials. In this context, we have asked the consumers of Surkhet what is their take on the unreasonable price hikes during the festive season. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Public voice.
विगतमा चिनी नुनहरु सस्तो मूल्यमा दिन्थ्यो सर्वसाधारणलाई एकदम सजिलो भएको थियो अब सर्वसाधारणलाई जुन मूल्य वृद्धि गरिदियो यहाँ ल्याएर यो जुन खाद्य संस्थानले दिने चीजहरुलाई पनि कटौती गरिरहेछ दिइरहेको छैन यसले गर्दाखेरि सर्वसाधारण मारमा परेका छन्
यहाँबाट सहुलियत रूपमा त्यो वितरण गरेको प्रक्रियालाई सुचारू गर्नुपर्छ किनकि जनताहरूले उपभोक्ताहरूले सहजै रूपमा प्राप्त गर्न पाउनु पर्छ
जसरी हुन्छ फाइदा व्यापारीहरूलाई हुने खानेहरूलाई छ हाम्रो त नाउँमा शीर्षकमा गरिबहरुको दिन्छ मात्रै त्यस्तो त्यो पाउने सेवा सुविधाहरू हामीहरूले सर्वसाधारणले पाउँदैनौं
सुलभ खालको चाहिँ पसलहरु खोल्ने भनेको थियो त्यो पनि इन टाइम मतलब समयमै मतलब चाहिँ खोलेन
तेल चिनी लगायतका मूल्यहरु अत्यन्त महँगोमा चाहिँ किन्न पर्ने बाध्यता छ
सुपथ मूल्यका पसलहरु खोल्ने भन्ने जनतालाई दुख दिने मात्रै काम भएको छ के सरकारबाट
And time for sports update.
Sports news.
2 matches are scheduled at the Pokhara Premier League today. The first match of the day sees Chitwan Rhinos taken Dhangari Blues, while Biratnagar Titans is pitted against Butwal Blasters in the second match. Chitwan Rhinos, led by national team captain Paras Khadka, has failed to live up to expectations as they have lost both their matches at the tournament so far. Chitwan suffered losses against Pokhara and Butwal. Chitwan must win against Dhangari to keep their hopes alive of securing their berth at the playoffs. Skipper Paras Khadka is confident of winning all 3 remaining matches to progress to the playoff round. Today's match is equally significant for Dhangari as they have won 1 win and 1 loss so far. Dhangari have been playing well as credit goes to their 2 English recruits Peter Trigo and Dan Lawrence. The second match slated for today will see Biratnagar take on Butwal. Biratnagar face a desperate situation as they have lost 3 matches on the trot. Biratnagar now have 2 league matches in the tournament participated by 6 teams. In quite a sharp contrast, Butwal Blasters have been impressive in the tournament. Butwal lead the table with 4 points with 2 wins from 2 matches. Butwal have been well led by skipper Sompal Kami in the bowling department, while UAE skipper Rohan Mustafa has been commanding the batting front. Both the players have been outstanding in the tournament. The success achieved by Nepalese cricket in the past 1 year by acquiring the one international status for the first time is praiseworthy, but the Nepalese cricket team doesn't even have an international standard cricket ground of its own as of yet. However, the construction work of the lower cricket ground in Kathmandu's Mulpani, which had been stranded for years, has now been restarted with the target of completion within 3 years. The talks of constructing an international cricket ground in Mulpani had been making rounds since 15 years. A cricket ground was constructed at Upper Mulpani, but it couldn't meet international standards. 4 years ago, the government is announced to build an international standard cricket ground at Mulpani with modern parapet. But the plan couldn't materialize due to the April 2015 earthquake and disputes regarding the compensation for the acquired land. The disputes have finally been settled and the construction of the cricket ground has started again. Nepal has failed to organize international cricket tournaments due to the lack of an international standard cricket ground. It is imperative that the Mulpani cricket ground should be constructed on time in order to take Nepalese cricket to new heights and also to uplift the spirit of the Nepalese cricketers. And now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Why hasn't the construction work of the much talked about Mulpani cricket ground gained momentum? Your options are A, politics in sports, B, due to corruption. The voting is on. Tab in AWS, select your option A or B and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And here's a look at the top stories one more time. Health condition of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli gradually improving, says he will return to work at the earliest. Government delays in reviewing laws that are in dispute with the Constitution. Formulation of all essential laws through parliamentary procedures doubtful. US President Donald Trump vows to end birthright citizenship with a week to go before critical midterm elections. And two matches slated at the Pokhara Premier League today. Chitwan Rhinos take on Dhangari Blues. Viratnagar Titans pitted against Budwal Blasters. And those were our latest headlines. Stay with us for more news and entertainment on KTVSD. Good day.